Okay, here's a little navigation update. Currently we are the little red triangle and we're heading up to Prince Edward Island in Canada, up here. And we started off way down here in Martinique. So we've traveled out through the Caribbean and then up to this point. And we'll just expand this out a bit. And this is the island of Bermuda. And we'll be leaving it. This point is just an arbitrary point that I've placed 50 miles off the coast. So I'll be going there. Once I pass Bermuda, then I'll be altering course again from here, changing course this direction to go up through this little area here to Prince Edward Island. So there you have it. By tomorrow, we should be at the halfway point. So this is the 30th of May, 2020. The Mark III has been doing its job superbly. These are ideal conditions. The sea is only maybe 3 to 4 feet. The wind is about 10 knots. And we are going along at almost 5 knots on a broad reach. It's hard to believe that less than 24 hours ago, the seas were breaking over Wave Rover and the winds were in excess of 25 knots. But now, less than 24 hours later, the seas have calmed right down. We're talking probably 3 to 4 feet, and the wind is only 7 or 8 knots, barely enough to keep Wave Rover's sails full. Now the sun is just getting ready to set, and I'm going to take you up on deck and we'll take a look at the seas and the sun and the sails. Enjoy the scenery. Bermuda is about 120 miles in the direction you're looking. Wave Rover has her full sails, and you can't see it, but just forward we have a full jib up. It's a glorious sunset. Today marks the end of my second week at sea, and today it started off with very light winds. So just at sunrise this morning I put the drifter on and I took the main and I reduced it down to my third reef. That's something I like to do because it gives me more balance for my steering gear, and also it takes away that wind shadow from the drifter, and the drifter is doing most of the work under those conditions. But just about half an hour ago I took the drifter down because the wind is built up now. It's about 10 to 12 knots from astern, and we're trying to make north, but we're actually making more of a northwest course right now. I received a text message from my brother today telling me be prepared for a really boisterous day tomorrow because the wind will be from the north which is the direction we're trying to go, at about 25 knots. So I'll be putting the storm sails on first thing tomorrow morning, or if the wind picks up too much tonight, I'll be putting them on tonight. But let's take a look at the chart and just see where we are. I'm about halfway home. I'm 80 miles southwest of Bermuda. Okay, so this is Wave Rover. This is where I'm going, and this is where we started. And you can see this is the Atlantic. We've got Europe just over here and North America. So now let's take just a closer look at where we actually are. Okay, so we're approximately 78 nautical miles southwest of Bermuda. We're trying to make north, but right now the wind is really from astern, and I have to go on a bit of a broad reach to keep a fairly steady keel under me. So let's head up on deck and see what the sea state looks like. With such a light breeze, possibly 7 to 10 knots, and Wave Rover making 4 to 5 knots, there's really only 2 to 4 knots of relative wind over the Mark III, and yet it's doing a great job on a downwind leg. So join me in the next episode as Wave Rover starts the third week of this epic passage.